Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Sunday afternoon episode of Ted's Brew Cellar with me, your most gracious host Ted. This is the premier alcohol review show here on YouTube, at least according to this bald mug. But anyway, I hope I'm finding you all in a good state of affairs, and if I'm not, then I hope things improve for you very, very soon. Now, it's 3:10 on Sunday the 4th of July 2021, so this is my first beer of the day, and I don't know, I just feel like in the mood for a bit of earlier drinking today because I'm going to be going out for a roast dinner at my local pub in a second, and I just thought I'd get out of the way the episode of Ted's Brew Cellar for today before that. So yeah, we'll take a look at another one of the beers from this from June's Brewdog box subscription thing, and today it's the Hazy Jane Guava New England IPA by Brewdog themselves. So this is a what appears to be a guava flavoured New England IPA called Hazy Jane. Embrace the opaque. That's kind of all it says about itself. So in typical Brewdog fashion, that kind of could do with a bit more elaboration on what that actually means, but it's simple and it's kind of to the point. But you know, I do like the mixture of colours on this can though. It's not my preferred sort of like mix of colours, this sort of like mixture of teal, turquoise and sort of like guava pink. It's an interesting mix of colours though, and it does give a good impression of like having a sort of more alternative kind of like tropical flavour to it. So I feel like it gives a good first impression, and it's like a nice stark contrast of colours with the, you know, silver and white and black writing mixed with the turquoise, teal and pink guava colouring. Yeah, it looks handsome. Yeah, I'll give that a good solid 9 out of 10. I just wish it would be perhaps a little bit more expressive, but it's a nicely designed can nonetheless. Now, this is 5.0% alcohol volume, so it's not too punchy, and I think there was one other. I mean, it's definitely not as obviously as strong as the Broadlands mead we reviewed yesterday, but we'll have ourselves a quick snifter of it, see what our first impression's like. So first off, I'll pour a bit out. Yeah, that definitely looks like it has the hue of an IPA. Kind of almost looks like it has the colour of a milkshake IPA, actually, weirdly enough. It definitely looks like a cross between like an IPA, like a sort of New England or American Coast IPA or some sort, crossed with, like, I would say a juicy pale ale probably, or hazy pale ale even. That's the impression I'm getting from the colour anyway. So, but we'll give ourselves a quick snifter of it to see what our first impressions are like. First, yeah. Yeah, it definitely does smell like guava, to be fair. Bit of a coconutty undertone to the smell, which is quite pleasant actually. Complements the guava smell quite nicely. Bit pineapple-y. Yeah, just smells like a tropical fruit drink. Smells like a pina colada, but like without milk or cream. So it's actually quite nice and like light and refreshing. So I'm actually quite looking forward to this. But I'll give the smell honestly a 10 out of 10. It smells really nice. Like there's no really bad aspects about the smell that I can think of at all, to be honest. So yeah, good stuff. I really like the look of this so far. But anyway, we'll only know what it's like until we taste it. So before that, quick palate cleanser of water. And then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this tastes like. So, bottoms up. Definitely a main body of like this guava flavour. It's like a slight papaya-y undertone, actually, which is quite nice. Really complements it really well. And then the texture is quite. The texture is quite sharp, particularly at the finish. But like the actual like flavour is like a bit more wetter, and it's sort of like got this nice sort of like mild pineapple-y sweetness at the end, mixed in with that sort of sweetness from like the guava-iness, the guava sort of flavour as well. So say the main flavour is kind of like this guava through line with like a little bit of an undertone of papaya and a tiny hint of coconut with like this finish of pineapple and guava. So it's all like tropically flavours that I think mix together really well. I kind of see what they mean with the sort of opaque line, embrace the opaque on the side of the can. It kind of makes sense in the sense that it is quite an opaque flavour, but it's also quite vibrant, and there's a bunch of quite stark flavours that nonetheless do mix together quite well. So I would just say the main body of the flavour is fully bodied, and it's like really well set in place, and it's nicely brewed along with the other flavours. It just perhaps overpowers the other flavours a little bit, but generally speaking I still think that this is a really good beer. I feel like there could definitely be a bit more of a fuller body to the texture in that, most certainly. The flavour not so much. The flavour is fully bodied enough, but the texture is just kind of there. There's a nice little bit of fizz that kind of complements the flavour quite nicely, but generally speaking the texture is just kind of... But overall this is a really nicely brewed drink. It's very smooth, so it's very palatable. The flavours all mixed together really well. It smells nice. And I'm probably going to give it an 8.5, I think. An 8.5 or an 8.75. It's just about in the level of being an elite IPA. This is definitely one of the better drinks from Brewdog. So yeah, I would say... Actually, would I? I'd say an 8.5 actually. That is a really good beer. It's just like... The flavour could be balanced a little bit more, the texture could be a little bit more fizzy, and I think there could maybe be a bit more of a citrusy tang to it as well, which would complement the other flavours quite nicely and cut through the sweetness. But generally speaking, this is really nice. I'd probably recommend having it with like Caribbean food, or like something with a bit of spice that complements that sort of tropical fruit flavour really nicely. So yeah, really good beer, very, very nice. Anyway, if you guys did like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Brew Cellar, let me know in the comments section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to all that in the video description down below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Brew Cellar. Bye bye for now.